Today I want to focus on a role that's often praised but can actually feel like a big, heavy secret. The hero, or sometimes referred to as the overachiever. If you're the one who always gets things right, takes care of business, and makes the family look good, even when things are falling apart behind the scenes, this episode is for you. And if you're not sure, stick around. You might recognize yourself or someone you love. Welcome back to Off the Beaten Couch. I'm Bonnie Adams, a licensed marriage and family therapist who specializes in helping couples and families and individuals get their life back after addiction. This is the third video in our series, Family in Flux. What makes the hero role unique? I really want to distinguish this role from the enabler role, or the reluctant protector. The hero role is not the same as the enabler role. The enabler manages and rescues the person who's struggling with addiction. The hero tries to save the entire family by being perfect, by excelling, achieving, and just overall trying to make the family look good. But what's really going on inside the hero? Why does the hero feel such a deep need to be perfect? Here's the heart of it. The hero's perfectionism is a coping mechanism. When a family is rocked by addiction, chaos, and unpredictability, the hero tries to create order, stability, and pride. If everything else is out of control, at least their grades, their job, or their achievements are not. But it goes even deeper than that. The hero often believes deep down that their worth is conditional. They might have learned early on, without anyone ever actually saying it out loud, that love, attention, and safety only comes when they're good, useful, or impressive. Maybe they saw when they brought home a good report card that it made people smile. When they succeeded, things felt calmer, even if just for a moment. Sometimes the hero feels responsible for holding the family together. If I'm perfect, maybe mom will drink less. Maybe dad will be proud. Maybe nobody will notice what's really going on inside of my family. And sometimes maybe the hero feels like if they ever let their guard down, everything is going to fall apart. Perfectionism becomes a shield against chaos and pain. It's a way to control the uncontrollable. Let's talk about what this feels like on the inside for the hero. Heroes are often anxious and driven by a fear of letting people down. They might believe that their worth is tied to their accomplishments and that love and safety are only available when they're excelling. A hero might think, if I mess up, everything is going to get worse. If I'm not perfect, I'll be invisible, or even worse, I'll be a burden. I can't let anyone see how scared or sad I am. If I just try harder, maybe things will finally get better. Heroes may suppress their own needs and emotions, focusing all of their energy on being the good one. Sometimes they secretly resent all of the attention that the addicted loved one is getting, or the fact that they're expected to stay strong all the time. But they rarely express this because they don't want to rock the boat. There's also guilt. Sometimes the hero feels bad for having needs at all, or for resenting their family situation, which would be completely normal in a situation like this. And because their identity is so wrapped up in being the fixer or the star, they might even feel lost or empty when they're not achieving. How does the hero role impact the relationships in the hero's life? So with their addicted loved one, they might keep their distance, focusing all of their attention, their emotion, their energy on their own achievements rather than trying to fix their addicted loved one. Sometimes they feel resentful. Why do I always have to be the good one? Other times they hope that their success can actually inspire their addicted loved one to get better, but they rarely confront them directly. And with other family members, the hero may become the golden child, or the one everybody brags about. Siblings might feel overshadowed or even pressured to keep up with the golden child. Parents may lean on the hero for emotional support or expect them to set an example. They might even feel responsible for holding the entire family together. With their friends and community, they're the reliable one, the helper, the achiever, but they keep their own struggles very private. They worry about showing their own vulnerability will disappoint others or even ruin their image. Their relationship with themselves is very affected as well. When your worth is tied to your achievement, you lose touch with what you really want or what you really need. You might struggle with anxiety, perfectionism, or never feeling good enough. Rest feels impossible, and asking for help feels like a total failure. The hero role is never chosen. It is a way for people to cope with chaos. When things feel out of control, you focus on what you can control. Your grades, your job, your appearance, your responsibilities. It's a total survival strategy, and it often starts very, very young. Over time, it becomes a habit. You get praise for your achievements, and that feels so good, until it becomes the only way you know how to feel safe or valued. So if you see yourself in this role, what can you do? So first, you can notice when you're overperforming. Are you taking on extra work, volunteering for everything, or trying to keep every plate spinning? Pause and ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or am I doing this because I feel like I have to? Give yourself permission to be human. Try letting something be good enough instead of perfect. Turn in that project when it's done, not when it's flawless. Let the laundry wait a day. Let yourself off the hook just a little bit. Connect with others authentically. Share something vulnerable about yourself with family or friends that you can trust. Not just your successes, but your fears and your worries. You might be surprised by how much people appreciate your honesty. Do something just for you, not for achievement. Pick an activity with no goal attached. Play a game, go for a walk, or watch a silly movie. The point is to enjoy, not to win. Let yourself ask for help, even if it's in very small ways. Practice delegating responsibilities, or saying, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Can you help with this? It might feel awkward at first, but it's definitely a muscle worth building. Reflect on what you really want. Take a little time to ask yourself, if I wasn't trying to be perfect, what would I want right now? Write it down. Even noticing your needs is a huge step. So if you're ready for help and resources, again, smartrecovery.org for friends and family, Al-Anon.org. You can go to SAMHSA's website, or you can call 1-800-662-HELP, or try finding a therapist in your area that specializes in family systems and addictions. If you'd like a book, try reading Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Lindsay Gibson. I warn you, this is a really heavy one, so take it in small doses and be very gentle with yourself. Give yourself time to reflect and to journal, and know that with it is going to come some very clashing feelings for you. So give yourself time to get through that book. If you see yourself in the hero role, remember that you are more than your achievements. You're allowed to rest, to be imperfect, to ask for help. Your value and your worth do not lie in your achievements. You are inherently valuable and inherently worthy because you exist. Every time you let yourself be a little more real, you're allowing space for a more connected and authentic life. Next time, we're going to talk about the scapegoat, the one who often gets blame or acts out. Until then, try doing one thing just for you, and remember that you're enough just as you are. Thanks for joining me on Off the Beaten Couch. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone else who needs to hear it. Leave a comment. Share your story. I'd love to hear it.